Are you new to learning guitar? Are you interested in learning how to finger strum? Are you currently using a pick and wondering if there's a better way? If this is any of you, you're in the right place. So by the end of this video, you should be able to do this. Finger strumming on a guitar is easy. With the few simple tips I will share with you today, you'll be strumming effortlessly in no time. The first item that I wanted to talk about is why. So why would you want to use finger strumming instead of with a pick? Well, one of the things is that the sound is going to be a little bit softer. The other is that it is very easy to learn. And it is a myth that you have to have a pick in order to play guitar. It doesn't have to be like that. All right, here's the difference between, I want to show with a pick and then finger strumming. With a pick, finger strumming. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing some strumming patterns that you can try on your own, so make sure to stay to the end of the video. I'm going to walk through the steps of how to do the finger strumming. The first thing you need to know is how to hold your hand. So I'm going to share, I usually hold my fingers something like that. So like there's a V in between. And these fingers will come apart as you're strumming. And so when you go to strum, you're going to have your fingers a little bit apart. And then what will happen is when you're doing the down strum, you're mainly going to be using the thumb. And when you do the up strum, you're going to be using your pointer finger. So it's like almost like, if I exaggerate, only using the thumb and then going up. But you're going to sort of hold them together so it almost becomes seamless. So you don't have this separate fingers like that. That's exaggerated. But you can hold them sort of close together, but then also you want to relax your hand and not have it too firm. You want to relax. So that the example I get, this is not good. Okay, your fingers are too taut. The other thing is when you're strumming, you're going to be making this up and down sort of gentle movement. And so I'll do a chord here. So when I go down, it's more exaggerated on the thumb, and when I go up, it's more exaggerated on the pointer finger. So the real key here is to make sure that you're relaxing your hand, because if you want to kind of keep the motion, but then keep your hand firm, like not floppy like that, but firm, but then your fingers sort of loose. And then these other fingers aren't really going to be doing anything, but you want to keep them sort of out of the way. And so you want to curl them up a bit. You don't want to have your hand, that just is a little bit weird feeling for me anyway. So in order to kind of stabilize my whole hand, so I thought I would share a quick zoom in so you can see what it looks like from a different angle with the finger strumming. The goal with the finger strumming is to obviously connect with the beat of the music. So one of the things I wanted to share is there's a lot of different strumming patterns, and I have another video with strumming patterns, and so I will share that in the description below, and that will offer you several different options. So I'll just cover a couple of those. You can have down, down, down. So on every beat you're going down. And then you can have another one that's down, up, 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 down. And then you can also have a down, up, and let's see, let me show. It's down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that way you can see a little bit of how it's going to work. And you'll notice on those up is where I'm catching the pointer finger. So that's how you know that you're catching it right. And it's okay. The other thing when you need to keep in mind is that for each chord, obviously, you're not going to be strumming all the strings. So you want to pay attention to which chord you're playing. If you're playing D, you don't want to catch those top strings. If you're playing G, you will play all the strings. And then think about where you need to focus on your strumming and not catch all of the strings depending on which chord you're on. If you enjoyed this video so far, please make sure to like, comment, or subscribe. So just to show a few examples of what you shouldn't be doing, make sure that you don't have your hand sort of splayed out, your other fingers that you're not really using. You want to keep your fingers curled in. The other thing is you don't want to keep your hands too stiff. So if you're trying to do these chords, it's a bit too stiff. You want your hand to be a little bit more relaxed. So you're getting a little bit different sound because of the way your hand is more relaxed, but firm enough that you're catching all the strings. Since we are talking about strumming patterns, I thought I would talk about the golden rule, and that is there's 2 items as part of the golden rule for strumming on guitar. The first one is that you do want to strum on that initial beat, so on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you're doing. So it's down and then the up is not anything. And the up is when you're doing that in between the and. So down and down and down and down. So if we do that example, so you see how I go down, down, and then a quick and, down, down, and that gives you a little bit of an example of how it should look. So to summarize about finger strumming, the main thing is to give this a try and then practice. And it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it, especially if you've been using a pick. You will feel it on the ends of your fingers a bit because the strings are a bit rough, so you may notice that on your fingers. But it doesn't take very long for your fingers to feel comfortable with that. And if you're using a nylon string, it's even softer, so you shouldn't have really any problem with that. As far as next steps, don't forget to check out my video about strumming. And then if you are interested in other types of videos, please check out my channel for other videos about singing, guitar, and songwriting. I hope that you will try out the finger strumming. And if you run into any issues, please make sure to add your comments below. I would love to hear how it's going and what your thoughts are. And if there's any more questions, appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. Happy strumming.